guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Abigail and this is my space. If you're new here, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you will be notified anytime I post a new video. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the movie Love in Every Word. I think I'm even late to this party. So if that's what you want to see, let's get right into the video. So we're basically just going to be gisting, more or less like a chat. We're just going to be discussing. So if you know that you have not seen this movie and you do not like spoilers, I would advise that you take your leave right now because there are a lot of spoilers ahead. But then if you've seen the movie and you just want to gist, you just want to hear what I have to say, and even though you have not yet seen the movie but you just want to have like an experience or a feel to what the movie is like, stick around to find out. So this movie stars Uzo Arukwe and Bam Bam, and those are like the stars of the movie, the main characters. There are some other people, her friends in the movie, her boss, her mom. There are other people in the movie, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be focusing on the main characters, Uzo Arukwe and Bam Bam. So this movie is just giving those old school Nollywood movies, all those ones I call Nai Cruise. Those ones that they usually show on African Magic, like Epic. Yeah, so it's giving that vibe of this rich wealthy man comes from the city and then sees this village girl that hasn't even gone to school, doesn't know anything, and then gets married to her. Very straightforward, very intentional, and it's like, look, this is what I want. But yeah, this one is like more modernized because the girl in question, she's exposed. That's Bam Bam. She's exposed. She has a job. She has a business going on for her. She's like a go-getter. She's a boss babe, basically. The type of women that like to work hard for their money. That's the role she played in this movie. But at the same time, she exuded this softness, right? In as much as she was very hardworking in the movie, she was not acting like a man. She was very soft in the movie, very ladylike, very calm, soft-spoken, well-mannered, well-articulated in the movie, and I feel like that's how she is real life. So it was very easy for her to play that role. Uzo, on the other hand, always plays the role of this Igbo man with the accents, and that role suits him well. He knows how to pull it off every time, and he did not miss as well in this movie. Nonetheless, there are certain things that I observed in the film that's that much of a concern. In case you're wondering where you can find this movie, it's on YouTube, and as at the time I'm making this video, it has 13 million views on YouTube. Love in Every Word is at 13 million views. Yep, you heard me right. The movie is loved by a lot of people. The storyline, everything, it just they make people delulu, they fly. Whenever I'm watching a movie, like when I've gotten like midway, I would start reading comments because I don't want to start reading comments early on so they don't spoil it for me. Midway, I already most likely know how the movie will end, so I'm just going to start reading comments. So I was reading comments and a lot of ladies in the comment section, they were like, "Chai, my Delulu is on another level." That now this movie has got them wishing for their own Odogu Pararam. Yeah, they managed to put that in the heads of the viewers that such type of stuff, connection is possible. I know it's possible, it happens every day. What I'm going to say is that I feel like there were certain parts of the movie that were not well depicted. So number one, for me, you're telling us that he's an Odogu, he spends in dollars. Like I think there was a scene where they went to get like jewelry and just like $10,000 or something. He was like, yeah, give her the one of 10,000. I'm like, you're calling all this money? Well, it's a movie, what do you expect? But I'm like, come on, like $10,000, right? I know people buy stuff for that amount, but come on now, come on, like why are people so extra? And then we never got to see his house, right? I was thinking at least they would have showed us this massive mansion, this very big, beautiful house. You know how Igbo people like, most Igbo people like their furniture with a lot of golds and lion. So yeah, I was expecting to see all of that, but then we never really got to see his house. I think the only time we got to see, something that was as close to his house was I think that part where he cooked or something, or invited her over for dinner. I think that was the only part, and it was just like the kitchen or dining section, but like they never showed us his house, and I'm wondering like why. Then another thing was most people always say that men who are way older, and are not married is a red flag, because if he was such a good man, if he was such a person, why is he single in his 40s? That's what people said. Oh, it's not me. That's what a lot of people said. They were like, they just felt like, if he's such a good person, well articulated, knows the right things to do in a relationship, then in the movie, why was he that age? Like, not as if he was married before anything, and then he wasn't married. He had money, so what was keeping him? Then another thing for me would be that there were no friends. At least there should have been that scene where he would have been discussing with his friends or business partners, having the big people laugh like ha 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 ha. Now, like having those rich people laugh, yeah, like ha ha ha, what do you mean? So there was no scene like that. We didn't get to see him being versatile, apart from him being the lover man that he was in the movie. But apart from that, I feel like everything was okay. When it comes to Bam Bam's part, they were able to show us more in-depth stuff about her life. We knew her friends, and I just want to talk about the friends. If you have this type of friends in real life, hold them strong, because those girls were so supportive in that movie. And as a female, it's hard to find friends like that. Friends like that are rare. So in the movie, they were so supportive. They were always there for each other, even when she was having double mind and like, oh, she's not really sure because of the accent, because like his accent was a big issue for her. She felt like, oh, her dad had an Igbo accent and was just as rich as him, and he wasn't present in her life, so she always stayed away from men with the Igbo accent and all of that, yada yada yada. And so she was like, that's an issue. And then her friends are like, are you okay? Are you all right? Because of accent, you want all of this to go. It was not just about the wealth. It was the fact that he knew how to communicate, even with his accent. He knew how to communicate, he knew the right things to do. And there was a particular part of that movie that stood out for me. I think when she made it clear to him that she was not interested, and he was like, okay, take this anyway, I bought this for you, right? And then she was like, why are you still being nice to me? I just told you that this thing will not fly. Why are you still being nice to me? And he was like, even though I'm angry at you, it doesn't mean I cannot be kind to you. I was like, oh my god. This is a very, very unconventional movie review, please. I'm like, yeah, I know it's a movie, but I'm like, yeah, people can learn. It matters. It's also like a judge of character. So in as much as he didn't get to hear what he wanted to hear at that point, he was still being nice. He was still being nice to her. Okay, was it the part where he said he bought the entire building just to get her phone number? I'm like, really, how does this type of thing happen? How, like, when did people sign the paperwork? When did you buy it? Please, let's be realistic. But yeah, it's a movie, so everything is almost based on fiction. But yeah, for me, I'm going to rate this movie a solid 8 out of 10. It should have been 10 out of 10, because it has been a while I watched such a movie that warmed my heart, that made me happy, that made me excited. It had been a while. So I'm actually a fan of Nollywood. I watch a lot of YouTube movies, and it seems like I'm going to be reviewing more and more and more of them. Yeah, that's it. It's just that they really portrayed their character very well. brought in their A game. Bam Bam, like she was so soft in the movie. She exuded her feminine energy so much, in as much as she was this boss babe in the movie. It's not as if she was one person that was just hanging around waiting for an odogu. Like she was really career driven, purpose driven, doing her thing. And then he came along, and even when he came along, she was not like, oh yes, odogu, I'll follow you. Like she was still, you know, trying to process, you know, stuff and know if she was ready to dive into it. So it's just a nice love movie. So if this is something you would like to watch, you should see it. I don't know if I mentioned before that this movie is already at 13 million views. Like 13 million people watched this movie on YouTube. Nah, I can't believe it. But hey guys, we've come to the end of this video. It was a very quick movie review, and I hope you watch it and then you give me your own experience. You tell me how you see the movie, rate it. If you've already seen the movie, what do you think about it? Do you think it was overrated? Do you think that such things don't exist or such things don't happen? Let's see you in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my